It's no surprise that I have played quite a variety of video games, and platformers are no exception. You guys have already enjoyed my last video, so why not make another one? And this time, it's on GBA, and it's called Crash Bandicoot The Huge Adventure, or Access in Europe, otherwise known as...
It's Crash Bandicoot Xylophone Saxophone!
So, without further ado, let the hunt begin! The set is pretty big this time. We will be dealing with 74 achievements. But before we get into it, here's a quick plot rundown. Uka Uka, the bad version of Aku Aku, is very angry at Cortex for not acknowledging him, just like I acknowledge the tribal chief every time I watch WWE.
Acknowledge me!
However, Doctor has yet another plan to take over the world, and that is by shrinking it to the size of a... grapefruit? Cortex has a planet between his fingers. He could have squashed it whenever he had a chance. Anyways, it's up to Crash to return the Earth to its normal size by gathering crystals. Now that the plot has been quickly explained, let's begin our huge adventure. We start off by getting our first achievements for getting both the crystal and the gem on the first level, Jungle Jam. In case you don't know how to get those gems, it's simply by breaking all the boxes the level has to offer. The level has nothing to hide, so it was super easy. The same goes to the next one, the underwater level called Shipwrecked. I even got an achievement for getting alive by collecting Wumpa Fruits. Scrumptious Wumpa. As for the Temple of Boom, I only got one because this one requires a... surprise surprise, a colored gem. So, no achievement here yet. I did get one for getting an invincibility from Aku Aku though, so not all of it was lost. We do get one, however, in both Frostbite Cavern. Oh, ice levels! Everybody loves them. And Just in Slime. I also got an achievement for getting 30 lives. And on to the first boss, Dingodile. The boss by itself wasn't really difficult, rather fun if you ask me. After that, we get one of the power-ups that will be useful for the armored crates, Super Body Slam. It's necessary if you want to get the gems. Onto the second set, we jump straight to Snow Crash. Apparently this one has colored gem too, so we only got a normal one along with a crystal. Next up, Rocket Racket. A thing about it is, it's an auto-score. Now you might ask, how do you complete the level then? Simple. Survive through the wave of obstacles until you get to a blimp in order to destroy it. Do that 3 times and you get a crystal. I also made sure I didn't miss any crates to get a gem, and an achievement has been secured. Just Hang In also contains a colored gem, keeping both of them away from me, so we just got a crystal. Shark Attack is a very easy underwater level, so you know how it ended up. Ruined, however, I had a struggle to get past the bonus stage. Motherfucker. Either it was the emulation problem, the controls were really janky, or I had skill issues. I couldn't do a slight jump on a single box, no matter how hard I tried. So, I decided to come back after having a nice talk with Engine. And by talk, I mean blowing each other up in midair. With double jump granted from him, I tried again and it worked flawlessly, securing us yet another achievement. Third World is up next, and we are greeted with the final ice level called, and I'm not making this up, even though I would've, Snow Job. I won't even gonna lie, this level blows and not in a good way. I'll talk more about it later, don't worry. My hatred is not done yet. Next up, Ace of Space. Again, you need a colored gem in order to get both of these nuts. Sadly, we only got a crystal. Sunken City, on the other hand, is when it makes up for it. Because not only we got both gems and a crystal, but also one of the colored gems. The green one. Giving us the first double. Atlantis Explorer, and green with Gem V. Down the hole was kinda tricky in a way. I couldn't get it the first time with boxes. Would you like to know why? Just watch. Oh, you have gotta be shitting me. That's right. The nitro switch was blending with the background so perfectly, which made me miss it for the first time. I know some of you have great eyes, however, I'm not one of them. Got an achievement though, so it's all good. Plus another one for getting 60 lives. Blimp Bonanza works the same as a Rocket Racket, so it's not much to say about it. Now, we jumped from my personal favorite boss fight in the game to the easiest and the most disappointing one. Tiny. If you are telling me that this fight isn't dreadful, then I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm a VTuber, not a vegan donut. And it gave us a tornado spin, which is useful for gliding. On to the final zone, and we are getting the achievements left, right, and center, start to finish, along with a red gem. Starstruck for the achievement, Seeing Red. Plus, the 90 lives one. Air supply, no fly zone, drip drip drip. Lamest name. Well, by the looks of it, you'll be probably correct. And here comes the final countdown, including the yellow gem one. Oh, it's over. Count it down. Oh, yellow. Now, it's time to face the Neo Cortex for the first time. It's the second easiest boss in the game. Just make sure you time it right while he's targeting you. Gray matters. Now that we defeated Cortex and returned the planet back to its normal size, we forgot one crucial thing. We didn't destroy his planetary minimizer. You know what that means? We have to go back once we get every single gem and every single relic, meaning we have plenty of work cut out for us. However, it's not much of an issue. Beating Cortex gave us Turbo Run, which is essential for the relics. I'll talk about those in just a moment, but right now, let's get the rest of those gems. For Ace of Space, you need a yellow gem to access the extra part of the level. The only space motorcycle level, by the way. It wasn't hard once you figured out the layout. And with that, both gems were secured, and another achievement was in the bag. Heading back to Ruined, which has the blue gem hiding somewhere. And by somewhere, I mean on the left from the nitro switch, where there was a platform. I had to rely so much on Tornado Spin for extra ground, I managed to get the blue gem, giving me the deep blue afterwards. Just hanging requires a green gem to get both, and let me tell you, there was a part I had to drop down to the bouncing crate. You might say that it was a skill, but for me, it was just a lucky guess. Either way, another one bites the dust. Same goes for Snow Crash, with a blue gem. Oh, thank fuck it's over. And Temporal Boom, with a red one. Ooh, I got it. But then, this is where it all goes downhill. Time Trial Relics. I'll quickly explain. Remember the Turbo Run power-up that I got earlier? It's very useful for relics alone. Each level has them, and they're set with different times for different types of relics. Sapphire is the one you don't want to get. They're only here to make you feel like you accomplished something. Gold relic is a minimum requirement if you aim for a full completion. They are a bit harder, but it's still doable. Oh boy, Platinum relics. They are the hardest ones to get. It requires you to beat the level as fast as humanly possible, breaking the time-stopping crates as much as you can, and sometimes even sacrificing Aku just to shave off a couple of seconds. I don't recommend getting the Platinum relics unless you like to show off. Unfortunately, for me, I had to get every Platinum relic in this game. Why, you might ask? Because there are achievements for it. And let me tell you, this was the most painful part of the entire achievement hunt, and yet it felt so satisfying once it was all done. Now you might be wondering, what was the hardest level to get a Platinum? Is it the no-fly zone with the pinpoint accuracy on the blimps? Is it the final countdown with tons of leaps of faith and inconsistent enemy patterns? Or is it drip 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 with frogs that turns Crash into an average Wii player whenever they have a conversation with a woman?
We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong.
The answer is none of the above. That title belongs to Snow Job. This level was a complete nightmare to get a platinum. The return of everyone's favorite ice physics, mixed up with slopes that locks you from jumping or spinning, and the worst offender of all, the longest chase section filled with obstacles and enemies everywhere, giving you a fraction of a second to react, otherwise you start the entire run over. The worst part is that I made it unnecessarily difficult for myself, being over 20 seconds ahead of the platinum relic, and for that I deserve a bong with a Pringles can. If you wanna see all of the successful platinum runs, I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Oh, and would you look at that? We are one achievement away. I just need 101% completion. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get right into it. Come on, Cortex. That's the thing with the Cortex, he's not even trying to aim directly at you unless you're, well, right here. One more shot. Got him. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Ah, no, you don't look too good there, buddy. Oh shit, we gotta go. Ah, balls. Ah, balls, I didn't grab the Aku Aku. What? Oh, get out of here. Let's go. That is 101% Bandicoot. Woo! Victory is ours. Yippee! And it has been destroyed. Bye bye, gang. It was nice not seeing you again. Haha. Well, that was a lot of fun. To be fair, I never actually had a chance to fully complete this game. I only did it when I was at the vacation playing it on my phone, and it wasn't really that much of a fun experience if you ask me. But now, being this game fully complete, it makes me happy. And I hope you guys enjoyed this achievement hunt as well. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you again very soon. Flipper 2.0 over and out.